Okay, hello there YouTube. It's been a while. Fair to say I've not been quite as regular with the official videos on the channel, but I want to try and get back into it, and I'm going to start off with a topic that's kind of passed my YouTube channel by really for some strange reason. This has been something that I've been doing for quite a while now, including some commission work and things like that. So I think it's about time I highlighted it and made it into an official video. So this one today is going to be all about the little Hornby Ruston 48ds. Now these, perfect little loco for me, right up my street, exactly my thing. Long-term subscribers know all about Matthew Snowden, shunter guy, and his love of shunters. So these little things, yeah, definitely made for me. Now I've done quite a lot of reworks of these models since they came out, a fair few for myself and also some on commission, and I thought it'd be good just to put a bit of a spotlight on all of them, just to show what's been going on, show that I still do some modelling, even though the YouTube channel doesn't reflect it anymore. So best place to start is with this one. This was the first ever 48ds I did any kind of work on, and the main reason for these, when the 48s came out, obviously I love the little models, but just so what's the word, not generic enough, you know, very limited to certain liveries and certain areas of work, and not enough of just the plain bland old industrial type model that can fit, you know, fit a number of scenes. So the first ones that came out, you obviously had the John Dewar version, which this one originates from. You had the works green, the military green, and you had the Queen Mary, or Queen Anne, sorry, the distillery one. So all very strict and very specific liveries and nothing just plain drab industrial. So enter me. So I got a hold of one of the John Dewar versions, because I must admit I do quite like the wasp stripes on these. Very easy to disassemble these models, lovely to work on. Body and chassis come apart really easy once you've negotiated past these little bars at the bottom of each beam, but once you've taken a couple apart, or as I seem to be able to do now, I can do it in my sleep. So yeah, all stripped and set to with the repaint now. The bonnet is separate from the cab when you take these apart, which again makes it good for spraying. So as you can see on this version, the wasp ends on the cab front and the cab rear, sorry, were both masked up, and then we just went for a very plain washed out light blue industrial livery. Now I've got a bit of piece of track here so we can spin it around and take a look at it from every angle. As you can see, we kept the wash stripes on the cab rear and just gave it this plain old blue. Now I very much think it suits. Like I said, this was the first one I did, and it very much set the trend for more. After we gave it the washed out pale blue respray, very subtle weathering, so you can see there on the buffer beam, and we've got a very much of a dust collection over everything else. The Ruston lettering on the front, so this is a custom transfer by my custom transfer guy who I go to for all my transfer needs. Does a lovely job, and this is what Ruston's all about for me. I feel like they need this lettering, and interestingly enough, none of the Hornby ones came out with this on. So again, really separates the model from the rest of the market. But yeah, so this was the first one. So like I said, no real theme to this one, just a plain old drab weathered blue, but makes it much more suited to many more scenes. And it did open the floodgates. So this was the first one. There was a good handful to go through, maybe a good 5, 6 that I've just got here at the moment. So we'll crack on and we'll take a look at the next one. But yeah, this here is the introduction to the custom Rustons. Okay, custom Ruston number 2. Now this one is an actual prototype is this one. So as you can read there, this is Gower Princess. Now, this particular 48DS became quite a topic of conversation between me and a good friend of mine some time ago, and this is probably where I can blame the love for the 48DSs from. So obviously when the model came out, straight away in my head, right, I've got to do a replica of Gower Princess. Now Hornby have actually released this in their second batch of 48DSs. Really, I should have put a copyright on that, and then Hornby couldn't have bothered. But here it is. So as for the respray, this one was pretty easy. All over black. Again, this was another John Dewar version, so I had to go to town on removing the wasp stripes on the cab front. And then again, all over black, grey roof, and the famous grey buffer heads that Gower Princess carries. Now, I did make some changes to this. So on here we have a 3D printed air horn, or loco horn on the cab front there. And then just for a little bit more variation, I'll spin it round. I did keep the wasp stripes on the rear. So Gower Princess doesn't actually carry this, but to be a little bit different, and mainly because it was a pig of a job to remove the wasp stripes off the cab front, I thought, right, we'll keep them on the rear. But I think it does add a little bit of something to it. Certainly makes it look a lot more different. Again, custom transfers there from Mark Seward, the guy used for those. Perfect measurements and a perfect transfer. This one, obviously, yeah, thoroughly love again. Got the Ruston lettering there on the front. But it's just such a classy looking logo, is Gower Princess, with the gold nameplate and the gold number. I believe she does actually carry a flashing beacon on a cab roof in real life, but I'm not going to those lengths. But yeah, there she is, custom Ruston number 2, Gower Princess. Right, okay, custom Ruston number 3. This time we've gone into some British Rail territory on this one. Now again, green on a Ruston 48DS isn't a new thing. I believe there is one of these in this livery, I think, in preservation. Could be wrong, but anyway. So yeah, I wanted to do some British Rail livery. And like I said, the green just absolutely suits this off to a T. So the same as before, full strip down, British Rail green all over. We did go all over green on this, which I think is an absolute stunning choice myself. I think that full green cabin looks absolutely brilliant, especially set off against the weathered red buffer beam. But yeah, logos on there, no number as of yet for some reason, not got around to that. Handrails picked out in white. Again, the Ruston lettering there on the front, which you'll see throughout these is a bit of a common theme, because like I said, I just feel like it sets it off absolutely wonderfully. The weathered chassis, yeah, same as the initial drab blue one that I showed you. But I think we'll all agree that the British Rail livery fair suits the Ruston 48DS quite nice. So this is the first of some British Rail flavouring, shall we say. But just to give you a look all the way around the models once more, mainly because I just want to see that back end again. But yeah, hope you agree. But it suits. Might post some stills, by the way, of these at the end, or maybe a couple of running shots so you can see them again. But yeah, custom Ruston number 3, on to 4. And here that custom number 4 is. So as I said, sticking with the British Rail, this time we've gone for a BR blue. So again, BR logo, this time we've got the full roundel. And you'll also notice this time that this is the first custom Ruston with the open cab side. For some reason I haven't done one of these before this one, so it was my 4th one to come along, but it's there now. So again, the blue livery, I think you'll agree, suits just like the green does. This one has got the wash stripes on the nose, so I opted for no Ruston logo on the front of this one, and I've just kept the wash stripes. Plenty of overhead warning panels there as well. And the other addition that you are possibly spotting is the addition of the little exhaust pipe there sticking out the bonnet top. This one was slightly damaged, so the exhaust filler cap, or the filler cap that this model comes with there on the bonnet top, was missing. So there was a very small indentation in the bonnet top. Not something that my OCD could live with. So I drilled that through. I think it's only 2mm. Drilled that through. I'm not quite sure what that was. Some piece of rod, something like that. Cut it to shape, slotted that through, and glued that in place. Again, just adding to the custom side of it. Kept the wash stripes on this one, so I believe this one was one of the military ones. I think it is, with the open cab side. But it's nice to have the variation. So the wash stripes on this one have the triangular appearance compared to the John Dewar ones, where they have the stripes going just one diagonal way. So we've got some variation in stripes there. And again, just another overhead warning paddle added to the back. Flat roof to finish it off. No weathering on this one. This is left in a bit of a pristine colour. But yeah, I think it makes for a nice British Rail pair with the green one. If I just bring that one back into shot for you. Got some British Railway Ruston action. Okay, right. So that was number 4 done. So I'll bob these away and we'll get on to custom number 5. Right, okay, here's number 5. Now I must confess this one isn't actually fully finished, isn't this one? Now, again, striking industrial livery we've opted for. Grey primered cab and bonnet. Now, I love grey primer. I think many models look far better just in primer than they do in any other livery. It's a really nice colour to weather. Things apply to it really good, and this Ruston won't be the first thing that's you know, fallen short to my love of primer and just been left in that state. But to spice it up, we've gone for the yellow roof and a yellow chassis all over, which obviously really sends a punch out to the industrial scene. So the body is weathered, as you can see there, the bonnet, the radiator, the cab, things like that. We have got to the weathering stage there, but not fully on the chassis. So I began to weather the buffer beams, but it's not gone through the full weathering treatment as of yet. Also, I have got plans for this. I really want to pick up the modern image style as well for a Ruston, so I've got some plans for this which you might see at a later date. But yeah, as it stands, we're just sticking to the industrial flavour. Another drab plain grey, but really sticking out with the yellow additions as well. Again, Ruston lettering on the front. So yeah, like I say, not as yet finished, but hopefully you'll agree, a nice striking livery. Right, now, so custom Ruston number 6. This one is actually going to be a commission, and it is actually the second 48ds commission I've done for this one particular customer. The first commission is actually returned to him, so I will post some pictures at the end of that one. Again, that was one very similar to my British Rail green one, but that one had lots of custom touches and some personal touches chosen by the customer. But yeah, look out for that one in the photos at the end. She's called Gwen, but I'll post pictures of that. But his second commission I do still have here, not posted to him yet, so I'll grab this one, which hopefully you'll all agree is pretty special as well, so bear with me. There we go, custom Ruston number 6. Now, how about this for a livery? I must start off by saying this particular customer of mine, bang up my street when it comes to his models and his liveries and things like that. I have done a number of work for him now, and every single one of the commissions he's asked for thoroughly enjoyed. Thoroughly been my kind of model. I don't actually think I've showcased any of his commissions on my YouTube before. Like I said at the start, my YouTube, I need to get better with it. Instagram is my main page these days. But yeah, so this was the second of the 48s that I did for him. Like I said, the first one was another British green one, lovingly named Gwen. This one, as you can see, we've gone for a Fordson livery. And this one is also affectionately named, but this one is called Jim. I believe they were after his grandparents. But Grandad Jim, I think it was, and I think he owned or drove a Fordson tractor. So you can see where his plan came from for this. Now again there, if I just try and get in a little bit closer, we've got the custom transfer on the front there. So instead of the Ruston lettering, we have a Fordson logo. Again, my custom guy did a wonderful job there, so he kept the shape of the Ruston logo, but he swapped it for the Fordson logo, so very nice indeed. All over blue, like the Fordsons, with the orange detailing. So this one got the cab door, the grille, and the buffer heads. I'll be honest, when he first got in touch and mentioned this, I thought, wow, that's very garish. In fact, I think he actually wanted an orange roof or maybe an orange chassis with it, but I talked him out of that a little bit and we discussed some plans, and I think we settled on the right idea there with the blue main colour and the nice orange accents. Again, he's kept the wash stripes on the rear, as I did with one of mine, which, like I said, it just gives it something else. I mean, as if this loco isn't special enough, the wash stripes just give it a different angle. But yeah, very striking livery, and I'll be honest, one that I would gladly keep and maybe not send back to him, because it is very much my theme. So yeah, as I say, I will post some pictures of his other commission at the end there. I'll send a screenshot of all of them to the end of the video. But Gwen, again, she was a very custom model. All of a British green, custom transfers, 3D printed horn added, and she actually had a bell added as well into the bonnet side, which involved drilling a very tiny hole and fitting a bell to the side of the bonnet, which really did set it off as a very special model. So that was number 6. The first commission, the green one, would be number 7, and there is also another one that I did, which was just a plain all over black, which I actually just sold on. It was one I worked on. Like I say, I've been enjoying working on these, worked on it, quick respray, bought it brand new, and then relisted it again for a little bit of a profit. So there is one out there in the wild as well with somebody else. This isn't the end of the custom models. I do have plans for others, and I'm also eagerly awaiting the 48ds to come out. But I think what I'll do now is I'll just line them all up together and show you them as a fleet, so bear with me. And there we go, 6 custom Ruston 48ds. Like I say, it's a shame I don't have the other ones really. Should have done this video before I let the others go out, but nevertheless, plenty to show you here. Like I said, I'll add the photos at the end. So I hope you enjoyed that. Something, you know, I've wanted to get back into the YouTube channel really, and the custom 48s and the commission work has been a big thing that I've been doing of late, so it seemed a good place to start to get back into the videos. May add some little videos at the end if I can find some. Depends how long the video is, but I'll see. But very nice lineup, if I do say so myself. Right, so yeah, hope you enjoyed them. Please leave your comments and your feedback on what you think of these. Also, I may as well use this as a bit of a plug and a bit of an advert. So plenty of commission work that I get through these days, so if anybody ever checks out the channel or any of the videos and feels like they may want a custom model of anything, not just 48ds, do many things, then don't hesitate to drop a message and get in touch. Possibly in the next video I upload, I might do a bit of a layout update. I'll see how far that's progressed from the last one. If I think it's worth a video, I'll pop one of them on as well. But I want to end that there. So like I say, please let me know. Hope you enjoyed, and I guess I'll speak to you all when I see you next. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.